looking out through these balls in a hay.
Johnny Paycheck, one of the outlaws of country music, is now singing the blues behind bars.
You're raising a wire, your dog, keep me from being free. Still a coming, gotta lay a hold on me.
Ohio's Chillicothe prison got a hold of Paycheck after he was convicted of shooting a man in the head during a barroom brawl in Hillsboro, Ohio. The defiant Paycheck on stage was singing a different tune when he asked the judge for mercy at his sentencing.
It would mean so much to me, the longer I can work and support my wife's life. That would be the only reason that I would ask for you to have mercy on me and wait for a while, as long as I can be free to work. That's all I want, and it's for her and my family.
Paycheck told the judge his wife was dying of cancer and he needed to keep working to pay medical bills. Despite his plea for mercy, he was sentenced to serve at least 7.5 years in prison. Johnny Paycheck's music used to play in jukeboxes all over the country, including in this very bar where he fired that near-fatal shot. He's hoping by cutting the album in prison, he can not only help keep his wife alive, but also give new life to his career that is all but died.
Come on.
Both Johnny's wife and his career look to be on the road to recovery at the Chillicothe concert.
The reason for the concert is to maintain I don't want to, even though I'm off the scene, I don't want to be off the scene. I want to ensure my career stays stable. And you know, when you're not on the road in concerts and then there's no albums and nothing, people have a tendency to forget. And that's the last thing I want, because this has been my life for 40 years. And it's all I know.
A fellow outlaw and longtime friend, Merle Haggard, joined Johnny for the concert Behind the Walls. Haggard himself did some time in San Quentin for robbery. He's hoping his show of confidence in Paycheck will pay off.
I've been knowing him for about 25 years. Been trying to help him for a long time.
Yeah.
I got him here where he can't do nothing now. Maybe I can get something through to him.
What are your hopes for Johnny after sitting here?
Well, I think he's probably learned his lesson. Maybe stay off that dope, you know.
This album's going to boost me back up to where I don't have to work as much and I spend more time with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on a big range down in Kentucky and I want to get to where I can enjoy.
Personally, you think it's helping you quite a bit as far as getting your head on?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
Johnny Paycheck says his mind is back where it belongs, on his music and his family.
I'm sitting here tonight, this old cell. Still a topic, you can't go to hell.
Paycheck says his time in hell here may have been heaven sent.
So in one way, you thank God that you ended up here?
I do, because it could have, very possible that it could save my life. I think I've gained a new perspective on life, you know. The main thing is, when you're in here, your values, you realize the small things that when you're on the outside you overlook.
This is not Paycheck's first brush with the law. In 1982, he pleaded no contest to fourth-degree sexual assault on a 12-year-old girl. That same year, he was forced to file for bankruptcy. Paycheck doesn't blame anybody but himself for his problems.
I've had my ups and downs, and I have no complaints. I mean, you know, my downs, I caused them, you know, and my ups, I caused them. And I'm just trying to get this out behind me and get back to my music and my family.
Hey, man! How you doing, man? Yeah, that was a good show, buddy. You ain't gonna tell me what's going on.
Paycheck is hoping this concert can turn into another platinum album. His big hit, Take This Job and Shove It, became the working man's anthem. He realizes he won't be playing to a captive audience outside these walls, but he's sure his fans will stay faithful.
Johnny, you've been in and out of trouble so much. How do you expect people to keep forgiving you and keep coming back as your fans?
I've never had any problem with that. people seem to understand that I'm a human being. No difference between me and you is when something happens to me, it's like hanging your laundry out on the line where everybody sees.
But I never was a coward, and I couldn't run.
Where does Johnny Paycheck go from here?
Well, as soon as he can, he goes home. And he goes back to his music and his profession. And to visit with people of America again.
I said